You talked a little bit about the why for your company.
Yeah.
If you could envision yourself starting a school wherever you wanted with the ideals that you have, what's the vision and the why for the school you would start?
Here's the great thing about the why. There is only one. It's like Highlander. There can be only one. You remember the movie, right? It's Christopher Lambert. So good. Sean Connery, too. So good. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, rent it. Not the second and third one. They're terrible. Just the first one, Highlander. Okay, there can be only one why. And once all of us have a personal why, and your why is fully formed by the time you're 16, 17, 18. The youngest one I've done was for, I think, a 17 or 18-year-old. I've helped them find their why. It's the sum total of our experiences growing up as kids and and who our parents are and our guardians, and it forms who we are. The rest of our lives are simply opportunities to live in balance or not, to make decisions that put us in balance with our why or not, right? The same goes for an organization. An organization has a why, usually formed by its founder, and if there is no sense of culture or purpose, then you need an inspired leader to give the organization a why, and that organization's why, if it comes from a person, will be the same as the person. So Richard Branson has 300 companies. Every single one of them have the same why, his. So if you ask me if I were to find a school, what I do, I teach, I write, I speak, I write books, I do all kinds of things, but they all have the same purpose. So if I were to start a school, my school would be started on the principle that I want to inspire people to do the things that inspire them and engender a sense of purpose and trust and cooperation in the students before they graduate. Same. I would just have found a new way to do it. So, yeah. There's a question over here. Does that answer the question? I mean, you became a teacher for a reason. Way back when you said, I'm going to become a teacher, knowing full well you weren't going to become a millionaire, right? Knowing full well that you're up against a political, you're often politicized. Teachers and schools are politicized. Knowing full well that you probably won't get all the funding, like you know it's an uphill battle, and yet sometime back when you said, this is worth it. I want to know what it is about you as a human being that made that a good decision, that was worthwhile to you. That gets forgotten when you get sucked into the weeds, right? To go back to the original reason why you said, this is worth it. Or if you didn't know when you decided to become a teacher, at what point while you were teaching did you say, this is worth it? And go back to that feeling you had in those experiences that you were having and that original purpose and cause, and that should guide you as to who you are today as a teacher, administrator, principal, whatever you are. It was the same purpose. But we get lost in the politics of it all on a daily basis.